goes the dynamite? Egghead News Podcast Daily. I think this is a podcast that they do daily, but ladies and gentlemen, Tracy Spivey here, Egghead News Podcast Daily, with, as usual, as always, Pablo. Say it twice, salam. How we doing, P? Hey, a lot going on, a lot going off.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. A lot going off, and a lot of things being exalted, put up there on Olympus, and it just makes me more curious. They got my dollar. No, it's not dollar. It's not dollar. What is it? $21.50 for IMAX. Anyway, hey, listen, IMAX. You already know you got my money. That is not a knock. I'll walk around with an IMAX T-shirt up and down Broadway. You don't have to worry about that. So, Pete, let's get into it. What we got on Podcast Daily? What's our first news item?
So like Trey said, a lot of stuff has been going on this week, and you know, I've been sort of thinking about what we should talk about, and I think Aquaman caught our attention, or definitely caught my attention.
How about that, man? What about that? You talk about the stepchild,
especially because the reviews have come out. Some have come out, and they seem to be positive. One reviewer said specifically, though, he compared it to The Dark Knight, and we're going to talk about that because that's blasphemy. That's blasphemy.
That's blasphemy, and to me, there's some holes in it because that's a different type of movie.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
I'm looking at it that way. That's a different type of movie.
Lady Stark, the Dark Phoenix. Has said something in the news that I think people are, you know, they're jumping down the throat for it, and I know what it is that she is referring to. I don't know. I don't think she quite understands the lore or understands the storyline or the connection to Marvel and that universe.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, and I just think everybody panicked.
She definitely says something that sort of makes sense, and I'll try to explain it in my own way, to see if you guys agree and to see if you definitely. So I think, Tracy, you're going to agree with me. But we'll talk about that.
I automatically agree from just the statement, and I know who said it, and I get what you, but I'm looking at it in a generational thing, and maybe you guys, someone from 15, 20 years ago couldn't see them not in the MCU. See what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just like that, just like that. And the other topic? Oh boy! Here we go. I hit the lightning. I hit the thunder.
we gotta talk about Zack, because he continues to put out stuff, knowing is never gonna come out. Of what Zack intended to show. There's something psychological happening here, and I'll give you my point of view on that.
I spoke to some other producers, and I said, "What's?" It's like putting out my auntie. It's like putting out a car, knowing you're not going to sell it, and knowing you can only show the door, the buffer, the steering wheel. Like,
but I give
what's
you this
the point?
But I give you this point of view as well. You're profiting off the ideas that I created, and you kicked me out, and now I have to live with the destruction of my vision.
Pete, that's the contract. But Pete, that's the contract.
Yeah, but feelings are feelings.
Hey, boys and girls, if you don't know that, you signed everything over.
Yeah, but feelings are feelings, though. Feelings are feelings.
No. Yes, sir. You get to keep your bad feelings.
I'm gonna say this. And I think it may be a little bit controversial, but DC is stuck between a rock and a hard place. Why? Because they've put out multiple films, and for the most part, all of them have been not quite to par as with Marvel. But I'm not saying compare them to Marvel, but more so they haven't given us what we have wanted.
Because I thought you were referencing, and maybe my aunt probably think the same thing, that they're going to put out multiple films that really have a cross-pollination, that they're not all Batman, Superman, or Wonder Woman centric. Oh, you're talking about the previous ones.
I'm saying that Wonder Woman's success is just not destroying, but putting them in a bad position to move on.
Well, it's the only position. I'm looking at this as a business. You gotta go. Well, hey, what they said, you gotta leave with the girl that you came with. And that's out of respect. You got to leave with the girl that you came with, but then the girl that you came with, she's the star.
Yeah.
The other two ones, who knows what happened to them, and they got messed up. But let's start off.
Had Wonder Woman failed, I think they would have rebooted this much quicker. This would have been rebooted much quicker. And I think there's Wonder Woman coming out next year or in 2000.
Oh, got pushed. They got pushed to summertime.
Yeah, I think because they're rebooting. I think they're rebooting. They're trying to start new, but it's hard for Zack to move on because
Zack gotta accept that. Look what you caused them.
It's fine. I think he's still bitter. He feels betrayed, and he's doing this.
Oh God, betrayed.
Yeah,
they betrayed you. Hey, Warner Bros., give me $1 billion.
What person wouldn't act this way for something, especially for something that you started? You started this.
But there's a rationale to it also. It's business. Did he failed.
Did he or did he not start this?
Yeah, but you failed. Hey, listen, I'll say it. And I'm glad I can say this in this podcast. Thanks, Auntie, for listening. You can't add elements from 5 different storylines, put them in one film.
No, Trey. But I'm not arguing. I'm not arguing that his vision was wrong. I'm not arguing that. His vision was wrong. Yeah, his vision was wrong. I did not agree with it. I didn't think it was going to be successful. For the most part, it's proven us correct. When we first started talking about this, we were like, "This is not going to work," and it didn't. Yeah. There are people out there, and I think it's fair to say that they're a little bit too hyped.
Zealous?
Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Justice League, that's cosplay at its best right there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's the best.
I'm sorry.
That movie was the best cosplay.
That Batman suit was just ridiculous.
He couldn't move. He looked like he was in a Wonder Bread bag.
Yeah.
He looked like he was in a Wonder Bread
Superman
bag.
At the end, he had all these defined little things in terms of it just
yeah. Superman became Johnny Carson. Yeah, he did. And then he was a Superman from the old Justice League cartoon back in the 1970s. He always had a smile. He never said, I mean, you went from the guy
always
who was
getting
about
his
to jump
ass
off
whipped.
a bridge.
In Justice League, Superman, in the Super Friends, he's probably the weakest dude in there because he's the first one to go down.
But anyway, let's not bench you off the yellow brick road. Zack, in my opinion, and I thought we were probably going to do Aquaman first, but
snap! We went straight into Zack.
We might as well just.
We'll roll. What I also wanted to talk about too, that we had mentioned before, and I think is going to be a very good topic to discuss, and is regarding Black Panther. I don't think it deserves an Oscar. I don't think it deserves that accolade.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't think you're going to get much cut back and push back from that. But
I think so.
Let's get Aquaman. Let's get Aquaman first. Okay, here's my take. We haven't seen the movie. The movie will open next week in other countries. That's where, ladies and gentlemen, you understand, DC is in that predicament right now. I'm not in the comfortability of saying, no, I only wanted to open worldwide all at once because of the spoilers. No. I need this thing to open up everywhere so other people can prime other people to go see it, because of previous history of the other DC films. And when I say DC films, I'm not talking about Superman Returns. I'm not talking about Nolan's Batman. I'm talking about as of the first Man of Steel to now, because of the previous history, I need Aquaman, which what I am reading, or maybe on a minimum scale, is a very good popcorn, fun, and critically acclaimed film. Take that with a grain of salt, or take that with a boulder of gunpowder. If that's what they're saying, okay, I'll roll with it.
Okay, if that's what they're saying, but There were people out there that was screaming the praises of Justice League. There were some people actually out there praising.
I think that was propaganda. That was all World War II propaganda.
What leads you to believe that this is not the same thing?
Oh, about the propaganda?
Yeah.
Well, I mean that.
What leads you to believe that it's not the same thing?
No, but listen, that's a personal thing. But some people want to believe the propaganda. Some people are diehards. They said that before.
And it's good to hear, but it's good to hear it, But
everything comes out in the wash.
Yeah,
everything comes out in the wash.
We've been through this before, and somehow, some way, they disappoint us almost every time. You know what, Tracy? I was thinking about this the other day, and I'm like, wouldn't it have been the smartest thing to do to reveal his classic costume in the movie? Why did they show it to us so early? Now that is the only thing we see. We're not going to be so damn surprised when we see him in the classic.
Well, because once again, I'm going to say this again. They are behind the 8 ball. I don't have the luxury of all those nice little, like the Joker said, where does he get all these fine? I don't have the luxury of doing all the quick teases and quick. You can even see the same reference in Shazam. You can see the same reference in Shazam. Yeah, but like I said before, they're not in that position. They're in the position. We are behind the 8 ball. We are down 5-0, and it's the 7th inning. We got to get something going, or dude, it's over.
Or game over. Start a new game.
Let's sit out 5 years, like you said, like somebody said on one of the shows. Let's sit out 5 years, reboot it. Somebody even suggested 10 years, and I said Warner Brothers is not gonna not make money for 10 years. I mean, this whole Godzilla thing is a monster, and that's gonna be great. But you got the film, you got the superhero franchises right there. You're on the same level of historic precedence in American culture as Marvel. I mean, we grew up knowing Superman, Batman. The fact that one is great film wise and the other one is poor film wise, one is great TV wise, the other one is poor TV wise, one is great animation wise, and the other one is poor anime. I mean, maybe this is the balance of the universe that everybody's always talking about. The balance of the universe, or that guest character in Avengers 4. Now I'm not going to do that. The Living Tribunal. The rumor, but my personal opinion, Warner Brothers, and that was personal opinion. I said that so fast, it sounded like my pin cushion on the. Anyway, Warner Brothers is behind a 8 ball, and they don't have the luxury. They are not The Walking Dead, where I could just put out a pamphlet and 1 million people come look at it. They are, and look at you. You're prime. Listen, you're prime recipient. I still don't believe it until I see it. And why? What does that mean? That means the previous incarnations worn out the welcome. You don't get the welcome mat like you normally would. I can tell you right now, if somebody put out a Space Ghost movie right now, it probably would be more looking forward to. You think I'm joking, but it would. It would. But listen, but let me tell you something. What I said before about Warner Brothers. Look at Shazam. They showed Space Ghost. I said, look at Warner Brothers. Don't you think? And I would say the same thing. I really didn't want to see Shazam like that, walking up and down a parking lot, holding a case of beer. But I guess you guys got to do what you guys got.
What did our guest say on the show? It looked like a Steel movie.
That was hilarious. And then when you put up Shaq's face, I was like, oh my God. Wow, that was bananas. Look how terrible those movies were.
Yo,
but the fandom, as bad and campy as it was, the fandom would run in droves to see it.
Let me ask you a question, Trey. Yeah,
go ahead. But let me say this real quick.
Okay,
we're a little bit more sophisticated since the Steel movie. Why? Marvel Studios.
Exactly.
You just can't give us that. You can't give us that anymore.
Yeah. Exactly. Let me ask you this question, and then we move on. Did you see the Dolph Lundgren Punisher?
Oh yes, yeah.
Okay. Did you see the back in the day Captain America joint?
Which one?
Okay,
The cereal.
okay,
I tried to watch the cereal or the '90s TV show or that 1990 movie. Oh God.
Let me tell you this: there have been so many bad films.
Oh
But
yeah.
guess
Oh
what? But
yeah.
check it out. But guess what? When you ask the fandom, have you seen it? People are gonna go see crap. People will see crap at least once. Or wait. But with Marvel, we just can't wait.
Oh yeah. Oh no,
we are there.
No, we're hooked.
We are there day one, and if we can sneak in before we're there.
Well, like False Doom and Conan.
And that's the difference. And that is the difference.
Yeah.
That's the sentiment that you go in. With Marvel, you go in with excitement. With DC, you're like, this may not be good, but I'm curious to see what they do.
You know what's really sad? DC, before Zack's films actually aired, DC had us like that. We just wanted the left and the right punch. We didn't get it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so disappointing. We wanted, and everybody listen, everybody agrees. We all wanted Batman versus Superman, Man of Steel. We wanted it to be great. Why? Because we knew we had Marvel cranking out greatness. We thought DC could turn around, but then they let their universe be developed and initiated by one thought process, and that's where they failed. That's where Warner Brothers failed. And it goes back to, once again, you should have never broke off. I know this is crazy, but you should have let Legendary Films continue to make your properties. But no, you wanted DC, Warner Brothers wanted to kick Legendary out and take over the superhero franchise. Yeah. But the guys at Legendary knew the characters.
Trey, we'll say this, and then we can move on. WB was out of their realm. They saw what Marvel was doing, and they wanted to replicate it. And they didn't know what they were doing.
That's and it's a shame to own something, and you don't know what you're doing. And
exactly.
And Marvel was handicapped. It's like two boxers. Marvel had their left hand tied behind their back. Why? The other characters were at other studios, and they still knocked you out as the champ. Yeah. But anyway, let's get to the next.
Lady Stark. And no disrespect to her, I just don't know her name. Just like the guy that played Shonuff. I don't know his name, but I call him Shonuff because you know him as that. Yeah, so Lady Stark says that the X-Men don't belong in the MCU. And ladies and gentlemen, I don't think she meant it in a bad way. She just doesn't understand the history of
she doesn't understand
these universes, because there you can consider, hey, take me back to the 1990s and we saw X-Men, the cartoon. You never saw Captain America, you never saw the Hulk. These were all X-Men related characters, and it was great to watch. That's the original Marvel universe right there. In the comics, there comes those moments where you see the crossover. That is the truest sense of a crossover right there. That is a crossover. The crossover that they do in the DC
into the rest of the Marvel universe.
Yeah, the crossover that they do in the DC is not a crossover because there really is no separation. They all exist in the same place.
You're absolutely right.
And X-Men is his own thing. Secret Wars. You get
Marvel
certain
Contest
situations.
Of Champions.
Yes, exactly.
Marvel Contest of
certain
Champions.
situations you can make these things happen.
My opinion on what she said, and it's a generational thing. I understand, and I'm in our all real world compared to those world. The last 15 years, Marvel, Fox, and Disney have spent trying to separate and keep the universes separate for own financial gains and for marketing and for public awareness. They now have everything back again. We will try to put everything back again. And I know she doesn't understand because the last 15 years, I don't know how old she is. She doesn't get that back in the day when John Byrne and Chris Claremont were writing the X-Men, whenever Dark Phoenix would do something, people like Doctor Strange and Thor knew. I know that just messed your head up. They knew they did that, and they would just wait for Cap or Tony to say, We know these guys are there. We won't interfere. But if it gets out of control, Reed, Tony, Cat, we're gonna come crashing in, and we're gonna fix this.
Yes.
But I understand you guys don't know this stuff because the last 15 years has been spent keeping them separate because other people own properties.
But Trey, we can agree. We can agree. It's not to say that Fox put out all that. It's not to say that Fox did a horrible job with the characters.
No.
You know,
not at all.
You know, there were some hiccups.
Know the arena that they were building it. Know the arena that they were in. The arena
there were some hiccups along the way, and there was some great.
I can't acknowledge the other heroes. You know, you saw in a lot of X-Men comic books built by Stark Industries, built by Roxxon. Built by why? Because Marvel in the comic books has never been separated. This has been separated because of we live in the real world where you own that property, you own that property, you own that property. And the one thing I would say about that, and we heard the argument. Please explain to me again why Fox owned adamantium just because of Wolverine. I could turn around and tell you Avengers Ultron came out before Wolverine came out in the new X-Men in 1974. So how come the Marvel Studios couldn't say adamantium? And
that was probably part of the but that was probably part of the deal.
Part of the deal?
Yeah. It had to have
been. Because any heads out there, no, wait a minute.
If it wasn't,
Ultron
it was an oversight.
Was the first. I said, yep, Ultron was the first.
If it wasn't, it was an oversight.
I would have fought that. Why can't I say adamantium? Oh, because people think Wolverine. No, they don't. Oh, no, we're not talking about the comic book people. We know Wolverine's not the only one who had adamantium. I said, oh, okay. Cap's shield is half vibranium and half adamantium in the comics, if you guys didn't know that. But you, as you can see, since Marvel Studios can't say adamantium, in the movie Captain America First Avenger, oh, he's made of a vibranium shield. No, it's not all vibranium.
Yeah.
But now all that's gone. All that's gone.
Yeah.
We can go back to a nice, cohesive universe.
I want to say this, and then I hear your response, and then we can move on.
Yeah.
Would you agree that the X-Men universe is a more personal storyline? It's more personal to individuals like you and I, whereas...
Absolutely.
Whereas the Marvel that we have now is more mainstream. You know what I'm saying?
More commercial.
Exactly. More commercial.
Yeah, commercial. Yeah, you're absolutely right. The X-Men have always been, quote, the outcasts of the Marvel Universe, almost like being, quote, minorities in America. That was their appeal. Yeah. Stan Lee said that. God bless the dead.
Magneto is based off of Malcolm X, and Professor X is based off of Martin Luther King.
Exactly what
these storylines are familiar.
But that doesn't mean they can't fit commercially. Of course they do. But the hook with them is they're a downtrodden, persecuted, that I'm trying to do good, but people still don't give me respect. And people might say, oh, that's a cliche, and how long are they going to keep pondering that? Well, I guess they say, well, when it stops in the real world, I guess we'll stop in the X-Men.
Exactly.
Mic drop, y'all. Mic drop.
There's one more. I sent you that Chris Evans article. I don't know if you got to read it.
You know what? You know what I said?
What?
I said, please, Lord, let them make the Invaders movie. Please.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Please. I'm crying.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
And then if Chris wants to walk away, walk away after the Invaders movie, the Human Torch and Toro, Namor, go ahead, baby. Go.
I think I have some sort of an explanation as to what that means.
And not flashbacks. Oh God.
No. Who knows? Who knows?
But you know what? You're right. Who knows? It might be flashbacks to tie in Reed, Ben, Sue, Johnny, Victor Von Doom. Who knows? You know.
This is going to be probably a little bit. I don't know if you said people might agree with this statement.
Yeah, I think people agree.
But
it'd be controversial because you shouldn't say anything because people are always taking shots every day.
Yeah,
I get that too.
I think I think Black Panther. I know Black Panther does not deserve an Oscar
For
for
best
best
picture, no,
film.
it
For
doesn't.
best film, no.
No. And don't say nothing, ladies and gentlemen. We both black. We're black. We're black, so it ain't racist.
You know what I'd be fine with? Michael B. Jordan, best supporting actor, possibly.
Well,
Cinematography.
just a mention. I don't think.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
haven't seen the other movies.
Nominations.
See, that's
Those
yeah.
not,
Nomination, yeah.
But nominated. Not even. It doesn't even deserve a nomination. That's what I really mean to say. Black Panther does not deserve a nomination for best film.
And you know what? All the other cats that we talked to, all the other guys we know, I don't know what they might say after they hear this. But come on, fellas, we all talk. You guys know you won't go on your own shows and say that it does. Even y'all won't do that. Y'all won't do that just to stir the pot, or as they call it, clickbait, CB.
But I'll
say
this about Black Panther, and the reason why I was so hyped about for it, and why I thought it was going to be as successful as it was.
Okay.
Because Black Panther actually stood for something more. We have never seen an all-black cast in control when nobody's leading them, and if someone is leading them, is their own, their own people. For the most part, we've grown up watching films where there's black people. They could be all black cast, and there's this one white dude that's leading. You know what I'm saying? But we had never seen where we are like a nation of black people like doing good. Like you never seen anything like that. And I knew Marvel was going to pull it off. And that's why I knew, and when people saw that, especially black people, that they were gonna love it. And I'm not saying that the movie was whack. The movie wasn't whack.
Yeah,
the movie was a good movie, and it stood for a lot. It stood for a lot.
Pete, in this genre, I mean, we go up there to the higher echelons. We go up to Mount Olympus. Was it Empire Strikes Back? No.
No, I mean it wasn't.
See, and I'm glad I just said that. So
it
now
wasn't even
everybody
Winter
who
Soldier.
might want to say something. Oh no, it was not even a Winter Soldier. See, no. And the guy who produced Nat Moore, who produced the Black Panther, also produced Winter Soldier, and Nat Moore's a brother.
Yeah.
So it's almost like I just told y'all the Three Musketeers was written by a black man. You guys knew that. Oh, come on, you guys knew that. Everybody knows that. Or maybe they don't.
Yeah,
but I just gave you another
but this is why the next Black Panther film, there's so much pressure. I don't think they understand.
Yeah, but we tell you the formula. We tell you what to do.
Yeah.
And you'll make your $3 billion.
Oh yeah, you'll make
Wakanda versus Atlantis.
Oh yeah,
it's a wrap.
You introduce a Submariner that way.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. The way Aquaman should have been introduced. Anyway.
Well, you know what? You said that, but I'm going to just say this. Marvel Studios is just so much better structured to introduce Namor than any way DC could have introduced Aquaman. It's no comparison. It's like guys riding a skateboard and this guy's driving it's a Bacot. It is not even in the same league.
Yeah.
Marvel introducing Namor will be. There's no way DC could have ever introduced. And listen, I'm looking forward to Aquaman. Let me see. I
want to hear your thoughts real quick. I don't know if you told me exactly what you meant in regards to that statement about Black Panther deserving either an Oscar or even a nomination for best film.
Well, best film. I got to look at the other movies. But I know as within itself, for its genre, it was the biggest moneymaker. It's now Black Panther is now #1 everything, except for obviously Black Panther is not #1 superhero teen movie, obviously not. But it's now #1 past Superman, past Batman, past Black Panther is now #1. But for 2018, was it the best movie that last year? No. Was it a fun movie? Was it a Marvel movie? Of course. Was it better than Jurassic World? Of course. Jurassic World was. Yeah. Jurassic World. I don't even.
Black Panther was an event. It was an event. It was a lot of hype, man. It was a lot of hype.
It was an event. It was an event. It's like going to the Super Bowl and not really caring who
and not
won.
being disappointed.
Yeah, you just went to the Super Bowl. the Super Bowl. Remember, it's the Super Bowl. It didn't matter who won.
It meant more. Yeah. Just so much more. Just so much more. Yeah. To see that.
But once again, you are now under pressure. This second one, if you don't give us Namor, listen, if you don't give us Namor, you got to give us Dr. Doom. It's either or.
Nah.
You got to tip the scale.
They're not going to do Dr. Doom. They're not going to do Dr. Doom.
Unless the Fantastic Four comes out first.
Yeah, but I still don't.
And you can have Dr. Doom, the cross villain, going between movies.
You can. He could be the one manipulating stuff in the background. He can certainly.
Yeah.
I think that's the way you should. He deserves that same respect that Thanos got.
Yeah. Oh no. Victor needs to be built up, and Victor needs to be cross-pollinated. That at the end of the day, Victor is everyone's enemy, not just
and don't
this one or that one.
Would you agree, Tracy? And I don't know we're going off topic, but some of these things that comes into my head, and I'm like, I gotta ask it. Do you do Galactus the same way?
No, Galactus will stay with the FF. Galactus will stay with the Silver Surfer. Galactus can stay with
in terms of being built up.
With Thor.
In terms of being built up.
Oh no, but we'll see Galactus more than we saw Thanos. Galactus won't be in any end credit scenes. Oh no, you'll see Galactus
because Galactus is not manipulating anything. He's just doing what he do.
Yeah, he's just doing. And then Galactus is 10 years behind the game. They got to catch up. They got to get Galactus out there. Galactus is 10 years depraved, or whatever. Galactus has been, and Norrad. And you know what? I mean, some people
we could say that for another
Space
one.
Jesus.
They
call the Silver Surfer the Space Jesus.
I thought that was Adam Warlock.
You know what?
Anyway,
their personalities are so. But let me ask you a question. Don't make the Silver Surfer the guilty hero as if he's carrying the whole universe on his shoulders, and he doesn't really want to do that. And he doesn't want to really do or be what he is.
That's another show.
That's the character. Yeah, that's the character development of the Silver Surfer.
That's a long discussion. I want to do a whole show on just the Silver Surfer and how they. Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's just so much. It's just so much history there. You just can't talk about it. In
and I was saying, how do you do the Surfer? He can't be a mortar. That doesn't work.
Save it.
Okay.
Save it.
Okay. We say that.
Let's talk real quick, and then we'll talk about the Chris Evans thing. But you haven't seen it, and I don't know why. Venom has beaten Wonder Woman.
I've seen the CGI. I saw they were fighting on top of a train or something, and he talked. And he you haven't
seen it.
I can't. I just like this. I can't.
You should go see it. I'm interested in knowing what you thought about it. You got to go see it now.
Oh God!
You got to go see it now. You got to go see it.
You know what? I saw the Fantastic Four. I saw the Fantastic Four, Trank's Fantastic Four. I get what he was trying to do. He didn't have too much money. And it wasn't the actor's fault. It was good up until they went to the other negative zone. Other than that, it was almost like a Spielberg film. I saw what he was doing. And then I guess that's when he snapped, or he was yelling at the crew. He wouldn't come out the hotel room. Or
why are you avoiding to go see Venom?
Oh, here we go. Oh God! You know what? Go see it, man. I will see it now. I will see it because now
see it.
My aunt is listening. I will see
it. But check it out. You see,
because I don't understand how this thing is making money. I don't get it.
Do you see how you are talking? I was talking the same talk before I saw it. After I saw it, I was like, "That was Venom," but it was cool to see.
But how come a movie like Venom makes that money, and you and I both know Doctor Strange was better than that? Doctor Strange, Benedict Cumberbatch, and the movie had class and style. Dickinson did a good job. That movie was the cinematography was great. I mean but Venom makes this money? Like what? Hey, listen, here's a movie you haven't talked about, and I'm not talking about Captain Marvel. Everybody expects the world or the universe of Captain Marvel. When are we gonna start talking about this Black Widow movie, man? It's almost like she's under the radar. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Marvel's not talking about it, so nobody's talking about it.
Okay. Oh, and real quick, I want to say it on. I want to say congratulations to Ava DuVernay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, somebody says something. I gotta be careful how I say this. Somebody says something in the business. Where's the men at? Don't worry, me and you coming. We coming. Y'all don't even know. We about to drop some. Y'all don't even know. But where's the guys? I know there's other guys out there who are creators. Other.
Yeah.
Where's the other black men out there? A personal friend of mine.
I hear you. I hear what you're saying. I mean, you got Ryan Coogler. You got Ryan Coogler.
But he's directing. He's not producing.
I see what you're saying. But the black dude that produced Black Panther and the Winter Soldier.
You know what? Somebody might say, well, Trey, you guys had Tyler, and you also had people say you had Tyler Perry, and you also had the other gentleman from Power. All right, so we got 50, but all you basically hear about is Shonda Rhimes, Ava. Where's the brothers? That's all I'm saying. Where's the brothers?
I mean,
Tyler's kicking out a movie
as more time passes on, I think more people talented. Because I don't care if it's black or I don't care about color. I just care about somebody that cares about the property and is going to do right by them. That's what I care about.
Of course. No, but I was saying, I was giving a shout to Ava, and then somebody, I was giving a shout to Ava, and then somebody else said, you know what, that's great and everything, but where is, and then of course Shonda, well, I said, well, yeah, Tyler, but yeah, he's not doing, wow. That was just a little tidbit put out there. That's all.
And our last topic, Avengers 4 director says Chris Evans isn't done with Captain America. When I read this, without reading the article, when I read this, immediately what I started thinking about is that I think the end of Captain America in terms of this timeline moving forward is over. But there is stories with Wolverine. There are stories where Captain America in the past has done,
Okay, so you're saying universe building
in terms of moving forward. Captain, I think this is the end of Captain America. He dies in this film, but there's going to be those occasions where, of course, World War II with Wolverine. I think we'll see that. He's going to be like Robert Downey Jr., man. He's going to show up for stuff. He's going to be there. He's going to be there.
I don't think they'll have a Marvel universe without a Captain America.
Oh, no. I mean, you'll definitely, at some point, maybe Bucky will get it. Maybe, I think it'll be dope if the Falcon got it. I think that'll be super dope if he got it. Captain America, a black guy? Come on.
I can hear the quotes, pandering.
I don't think it's. I don't think. You know what? It is. It is.
You don't need to.
But it is. It is pandering. It is pandering. But it is pandering. But it works. It is pandering. But it works. That works. That works.
That one I want to see how that.
Especially in these times, that works.
Yeah, and because you said that, especially in these times, in our current real world America, how could you not have Captain America? Ooh, this is very intriguing. This is intriguing how this plays out. This one's going to be why because of the status quo, because what we're going through and all the things that might be going on.
Of course.
Yeah,
what do you think? What do you think was all the hoopla? What do you think was all the hoopla with Nike endorsing Kaepernick?
Oh yeah.
That's an opportunity, yo.
Yeah, and just like when Marvel caught the opportunity in our political structure when Winter Soldier came out. Hail Hydra. You don't know who's who.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, what? Wait a minute. It's almost like, how'd you guys know that was about to happen? Feige probably said, we didn't. But thank goodness it happened, and our movie comes out at the same time. It's like, wow. You talk about, wow. Amazing. It's just amazing. I'm gonna see Venom. I gotta see this.
Go see it, and then we'll have an episode, a 10-minute episode, and we'll talk about Venom. And about what you thought.
Let's wrap this up to say, I'm gonna go see Aquaman, but you're still gonna go see Aquaman, but you got the Resistance.
I'm gonna see it
on. But I really want to hear your review. I really want to hear what you think, and the outside stuff. Like one story I read over the week. That they're saying it's funny how when people turn on you now. J.K. Rowling's, who obviously is the Harry Potter franchise, they're accusing her of being like George Lucas. I don't even know what that means. George Lucas created Star Wars. There's a public perception that the creator of the entity really doesn't know how to manage or shepherd the entity. That's an intriguing concept right there. Most people feel Star Wars was and this is crazy to say, mismanaged by George Lucas. And that's a good debate. I would love to get Mr. Star Wars on for that one. Okay. Because I already know how he feels. But let me ask you a question. Whenever you talk Star Wars, it seems people pro-Lucas and people anti-Lucas. I've never seen this before.
I haven't experienced that.
I've never seen people get mad at Chef Boyardee for creating Chef Boyardee. They tell Chef Boyardee, you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. Like, oh, holy, the dude made it. He don't know what no. Wow. I mean, I've never seen, like what? This is true. What is the anti-Lucas? The man made Star Wars. Not for nothing. I watch his thing whenever I can. The creation, the making of Star Wars. I find it fascinating. The behind the scenes of what this man did, and people like throw tomatoes at him now. People got hooked on the Dark Horse comic books and all of those novels. They started considering the novels like the Bible. And there's a whole bunch of people who, there were Star Wars novels. Yeah, there were books. In between the films, people kept putting out books. And not all about the Skywalker family. There's other Jedis out there, man. There's even gray Jedis. People are like, what?
But you know what?
Just blew your mind.
And you know what? I sort of understand the mindset because you have been able to do great movies from novels. Why can't you adapt? Why are you giving us this new stuff? We have all this stuff that's dope that we'd like.
And I think that's the problem with Kennedy now. People want the novels. Well, this another conversation we can have with a whole group of people. A whole group of people, and let it fight. Hey, bring something to drink, guys, because we're gonna be talking and yelling. But the whole bottom line is, I've never seen, like I said before, I said the thing about Chef Boyardee. I've never seen the creator, the public, turned on him. Well, I think we're also seeing it. They did it with J.K. Rowling now, and they're also doing it with this guy with Walking Dead. They're turning on him. It's like, yo, holy cow. I said, but hey guys, we're not gonna give him no. Okay. Wow. And yeah, not for nothing. The thing with The Walking Dead, killing off the characters that got killed off in the comic books, not for nothing. You really necessarily don't have to do that because some of the characters on the show are good for the show. Can't you make it two separate? No.
Well, okay. I mean, you got to think about it like this. In Game of Thrones, people died. It is what it is. Some people survive and some people don't. I will tell
you this. In Walking Dead, there were some of those characters that got killed off that this show really, I don't know, how are you going to keep doing this show? You just killed off. Like, if this was like public television, the networks would never let you kill a cat. You know that. They would, no, you crazy? My ratings. But because you're streaming and you can do that.
You'll trade.
But that's another conversation.
let me ask you this, and then we could try to sign off. Yo, let me ask you this: have you watched Game of Thrones, yo?
Some of them, and I'm not a seasoned. I'm not a I'm not a
Trust me,
head. No.
Trust me, Trey. Trust me. You watch, yo. You know that we think alike on a lot of levels in terms of what we want to see. You know what I'm saying? Game of Thrones is one of the best shows I've ever seen.
You're saying it's Lord of the Rings times 10?
I don't even think about Lord of the Rings.
Oh well, wait till Lord of the Rings show hits on Netflix. I wonder how that's gonna look. But okay, Game of Thrones is already on my checklist.
Yeah, you got to watch it. You got to watch it.
I mean, when Mi Hermano put me on The Lost, I said, "Oh, what's this?" He said, "No, you got to watch this." And then that was it. I was what? Oh man!
So you got a checklist?
Oh yeah, I got things, especially ones I got to catch up with.
We got to do,
especially ones I got to catch up with.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we're gonna put in the
books.
Oh,
and I would tell people, listen, anybody who's not watching, you got to see Sabrina. I'm telling you, that Sabrina the Teenage Witch is not the old show with Baby Girl. And Baby Girl, I love Baby Girl. Baby Girl was hot. What? Ooh, God. But the Sabrina that's on now, that joint's real.
Yeah.
And it's kind of scary. For real. You got, and I saw She-Ra. Disappointing. I gave a review. Disappointing.
Okay.
Nothing compared to the old. Nothing. When I say nothing. This is
what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna put some shows in the books. Meaning, these are the shows that we're gonna do. We're gonna, because you said you got a checklist. I want to know what's on this checklist. We're gonna discuss that. We're gonna do a show on that, and we're gonna do a show because we had a great discussion about top 10 perfect films.
Oh, we got to get to that. Oh, we got to get to that. We got. I mean, and when we say perfect films, Auntie, we mean I can't find a flaw. But Pete, you know what's my biggest flaw? No, excuse me. You know what the most common flaw is? There's a period in every film that should have been cut. You didn't need it. It dragged. It's unnecessary. So when we say perfect film, you can't find that one moment that wasn't necessary.
Do you want to give the fans out there, that one person you're on, I believe, give her one perfect film? Let's not discuss it. Let's just say one perfect film, and then
I can give her 5 off the top of my head.
No, just one. We can't give the fans everything. We gotta tease them.
One perfect, one on my list.
Perfect.
Jaws.
Okay.
And it took them 13 months to film that movie. It was really out here in Long Island, and they tried to do it seasonal. And remember, back then, boys and girls, wasn't no computer graphics. I mean, it was, but it was the old Ray Harryhausen, move an inch, film it, move an inch, film it. No. Yeah. And the robot shark was built.
Yeah.
And you had to operate that thing underneath the water.
Yeah.
But aside from the backstory, what we call perfect movie, Jaws. Number one for me. And Pete, can I get one from you? Perfect.
Okay. And I think you were not so surprised, but you were surprised it was mentioned because you didn't think about it because of the subject matters in terms of movies that
I think I know what you're about to say. I know what you're about to say. Go ahead.
Coming to America.
Yeah, and then I also thought you were going to say Trading Places. Dude, perfect. Coming to America. I'm thinking right now, no, not one moment was it necessary.
Not one of that moment was necessary.
Nothing dragged.
No.
Nothing was an add-on.
It was from
think
beginning
about it. I'm thinking, wait a minute.
End.
Even the Soul Glow commercial was necessary. Even the Soul Glow. Everything. Well. So that now anybody listening.
That's Eddie Murphy's at his highest.
So now anybody listening, that's what we talking about when we say perfect. Not one unnecessary second in that movie.
Everything had a reason in that film, yo.
We're gonna do this show. We're gonna do this show, boys and girls. Y'all think I'm joking? Coming to America and also Trading Places. Perfect. Oh, what about the part when Eddie Murphy was like, no, you think about it. You needed that.
Yeah.
You needed that. What about the part in Trading Places where they were loading the gorilla on the on the Amtrak? You needed that. It was setting up the next scene. Oh man, think about it. Oh man, that was perfect. That movie was perfect. Yeah. It was.
Let's not name them all. You already named 3, yo. Anyway, we were supposed to name 2.
Okay, we cheated. All right, boys and girls, this is Eggheads Podcast Daily. As you can see, we have fun doing this stuff. And we did talk about on another episode about what happened at Daredevil and Netflix. So listen to the episode. Listen, I'm sure the whole world knows by now. But like I said on that show, like I'm saying on this show, I'm not shocked.
Yeah.
Not shocked at all. Well, they said it's all part of the plan. It's all part of the plan. I don't know what the plan is, but it's all part of the plan.
Nah, the plan is to have everything in house. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's redo that Defenders. Okay, let's redo that. And add some other people.
No, let's do the Defenders that should be the Hulk.
Let's do the real Defenders and get rid of. Anyway, I don't want to say.
And also another show coming down the pike. Silver Surfer discussion on how.
We got to talk about that.
What we need to see. What do Eggheads need to see?
Because Pete, that's not a dream anymore. Nope.
Nah.
That's real. That's real, boys and girls.
Yep.
That's real. Frankie Ray, Human Torch and Toro, all this stuff is real now. Real. Yeah. Eggheads Podcast Daily. As we always say, like we say on the show, go to the movies.